This is Kardec Radio bringing to you the book Among Brothers of Other Lands, written by several spirit authors and psychographed by Chico Xavier and Waldo Vieira. This partial audio recording will cover Chapter 23, The Word, Chapter 24, The Furniture, Chapter 25, Uneasiness, and Chapter 26, Faith and Culture. Enjoy. Chapter 23, The Word, by André Louis. Prodigious is the creating energy of thought. Without the word, the idea does not develop itself. Providential is the role of the school. Without the word, instruction would be impossible. Admirable is the power of the book. Without the word, no one would compose a sentence. Exact is the force of the law. Without the word, the order would be unknown. Indisputable is the progress of industry. Without the word, work would not cross the borders of foolishness. The mission of Christ itself did not happen without the word, through which we collected the heritage of the gospel. The word is the magical instrument that God entrusts to us. Expand your vocabulary, choose your verbal means, chisel your sentence, speak with goodness and for goodness. To sum up, improve your word in regard to others, and you will find without difficulty your ladder to elevation. London, England, August 10, 1965. Chapter 24, The Furniture, by Hilario Silva. The truck stopped in front of a great market on 48th Street in New York, where Doug Sanford worked. Sanford was a 50-year-old single man. He was well known for being a distinguished and industrious spiritist. For that reason, Bobby Best, a colleague in service and companion of faith, noted that Sanford was a bit worried and was following carefully the precious Austrian furniture that was being transported by a machine, when Bobby approached him and curiously said, "You are right in carefully protecting these articles." And caressing mirrors, chandeliers, pillows, and curtains, he added, "What beautiful furniture! Ah, if I could, I would have similar ones. What good taste!" Because Doug said nothing, Bobby returned to the issue. "Look at the high embossing and high reliefs, admirable filigree. I would be so happy if I had a treasure like this. Naturally, you agree with me." Doug only affirmed, "Yes, yes." Because of that, Bobby asked him directly, "Where will these rarities go?" And the friend said, "They will be sent to a home of less fortunate elderly people." "My God!" screamed Bobby, stunned. "Who made such donations? Where does such fortune come from?" "This furniture," said Doug, "was bought by my grandparents and belonged to my mom, who recently discarnated, and it is finally leaving our home." "Why did you say it like that?" And the friend explained, "I have 2 married sisters that disputed this furniture with such emotion that last week their husbands got into a fight against each other with a gun, in a way that they were both hurt, and we all were arrested by the police. With sacrifice I acquired all this stuff to offer it to the elderly in need. Without a doubt it is an heirloom of my grandparents' good taste." And, before the maneuvers of the truck that was driving away, he finished up, "But all material heirloom, when capable of disturbing the family or destroying our peace of spirit, it must leave our environment with the mercy of God." New York, New York, USA, July 1st, 1965. Chapter 25, Uneasiness, by Valerian. He was a robust and intelligent man. However, as soon as he amassed some money, he forgot about himself. No more meals on time in order to hunt more profit, no more peaceful sleep as he was scared of burglary, no more daily hygiene because he wasted long periods of time in search of the right financial hit, no more healthy distractions because he was afraid of spending, no more pure friendship because in every face he would see someone after his money. And this zealous man was so zealous that he did not think about anything else but his gold. One evening, while he was on his way to charge a debtor for a small forgettable bill, He was alone when a storm blew him into an unexpected full river. He appeared in the court of death much, much before his assigned time, crying and getting to know that he had passionately preserved the gold, but had lost himself. Observe the reason for his uneasiness. Be it house or money, position or status, review your zeal and balance about your conduct. Because beyond God, who is life in our lives, no asset on earth can find value if you win everything, but lose and or drown yourself. Silver Spring, July 10th, 1965. Chapter 26, Faith and Culture, by Emmanuel. Accept him whose faith is weak, without passing judgment on disputable matters. Paul, Letter to the Romans, chapter 14, verse 1. Undoubtedly, faith does not always accompany the expansion of culture, as much as culture cannot always level with faith. A vigorous brain can elevate itself to the prodigies of calculation, or distinguish itself with the innermost fields of emotions, or inside the doors of artistic values without, though, understanding anything about moral resistance before temptation or suffering. Analogously, a fervent heart is susceptible to the noblest demonstrations of heroism before pain or the greatest reaction against evil, showing a manifest inability to accept the imperatives of inquiry or the requisites of progress. Science investigates, religion believes. If it is not fair that science imposes guidelines on religion because of its incompatibilities to the needs of feelings, it is not reasonable that religion obliges science to adopt norms that are irreconcilable with its demands of reasoning. Equilibrium will be our climate of understanding in all issues that regard faith and culture, or we will always be threatened by the desert of disbelief or the marsh of fanaticism. Let us help one another. In the sowing of faith, let us learn to listen with serenity and to speak rightly. The Apostle Paul said, "Accept him whose faith is weak, without passing judgment on disputable matters." It is because to attain culture, be a child of work and truth, the human being is naturally compelled to inquire, examine, experiment, and theorize. But to reach a living faith, be a child of comprehension and love, we need to serve, and to serve is to make light, and or unravel it. Paris, France, August 23rd, 1965.